Hello there, I am Daliao. Today's public divination theme is you and the old ones. What kind of script did you get? Alright, please choose the group that you connect with the most from the following 3 groups. If you can't choose, please pause first, because we're about to start. Ready to start editing. Hello to the YouTube folks. The one you think of as a savior in your heart. Firstly, you will experience a special encounter. This encounter seems very sudden. Your feelings probably came quickly. It's a bit like walking on the road and suddenly being chopped by some ruthless power. And then you think, oh my, he is so charming. It attracted me and then developed quickly, become a closer relationship, and then due to various external reasons, including some problems that you may inherently have, it just fell apart. After it fell apart, there were some coincidences, and then you reconciled and the problem was solved. Just like this situation. Let me define this coincidence. Ooh, I'll add another one. This one is a good memory. This is actually too broad, so I'll take another look. Understood. What it means is I'm more inclined to the coincidence between you and him. To see the light, one must first experience the darkness. That is to say, when your relationship broke, both of you thought a lot, lost a lot, and experienced a lot. Actually, the growth in mentality only comes after experiencing things. You guys feel like after the relationship broke, both of you went through a relatively hard time. In these difficult times, the 2 people understood that you are what I really want. You are my ideal type. Or it's like finding one's own direction and deciding not to wander anymore. Decided to come back to Gemini and manage this relationship well with you. Anyway, it's about the beautiful memories before or what you can learn from you. The role of solving the economy, and another is yourself. Also learn to say goodbye to the old self and gain the new self with both sides added. Really good. It's like the resurrection after the collapse of the relationship. Like retreating and rebuilding. Feels like this. There was a friend, there is a buddy, who should have been actively promoting the revival of this relationship. Or you have made some plans for the future. Okay then, the romance in this set is quite impressive. I really like the phrase meeting at the peak. Then, neither the current encounter nor the current separation is the final result. There is still a chance to reunite behind modern times. At that time, both of you were better, more mature versions of yourselves. Pretty good, pretty romantic. This is the first group's interpretation. Wish you health, happiness, and joy. Bye-bye. Hello to the second group, mates. For your group, there is a very obvious feeling. Just is. The mutual contributions are actually not quite equal. One side loves the other very humbly. You guys correspond accordingly. If it doesn't match your situation, look at another group. Or if none of the 3 groups today suit you, don't be blindfolded. I worry you might because this sentence is a bit negative. Don't just assume it's about you. Try to relate it to your own situation. It's when you 2 meet in the crowd. Although it's all people or in a large crowd. But ironically, I saw him. He was dazzling, but I was a bit afraid to approach. Some people might say, the friend next to you, let me get a WeChat contact for you. But then you refuse. Just take a look. It's just this kind of handsome guy, this kind of goddess. Just take a look. It's fine. She's so beautiful. She definitely won't like me. It's just that you always say that
BWD6.
The point is, it will be saying some melancholic things for the other party. The overflow is a bit like Zhang Jingxuan's Spring and Autumn. I don't grieve for you in spring and autumn. I'm not worthy of regret. So it's either you or him between the two of you. But if I pursue you, you most likely won't know. So I prefer to think that you are chasing someone who is out of reach. And then the one who is often deceived when alone is just quietly swallowed your sadness, anger, and his emotions. But every time you break down during your interactions with him, you discover something about him. And the final word, you actually, with this person, it's quite evident that there won't be a long-term development. It's not that he is extremely good, but in your emotional breakdown or in your encounters with him, you will gradually see a person clearly, and then you will discover that many of his past beauties were the halo you gave him. It's the light emitted from him. Press yellow for him. It's not that he's not accurate. Then you'll gradually see his true colors. You'll realize this person really isn't right for you, and you'll feel that you're actually wasting time. I don't need to continue with him anymore. Even though he was really dazzling in the crowd, but that was just the bright side he showed to others. In fact, only you know what kind of person he is. It's such a feeling. So if one side silently likes the other and silently pays for the other, if you two have ended now, I think it's quite good. Perhaps you might still have a bit of reluctance or unwillingness. There can be such situations, but overall, your soul, your higher self, including your subconscious, have recognized it. And this verse at this time, the end is good. If you are still in a relationship with this person, or in contact, or you have divorced for a while and he comes back to you, you should weigh the pros and cons. After comprehensive analysis, strive to make a rational choice, because in fact, you're a bit unenthusiastic about him. I can feel that you no longer have the motivation to continue giving. Maybe it's because of your previous efforts. He didn't return you well for what you have done before. You must have hoped that if I treat you well, I'm not a big fool. If I treat you well, I definitely hope that you can treat me well. But as a result, he didn't treat you fairly, or even took advantage of you, or you can say he drifted farther. Anyway, it hurt your heart more. Bye-bye.
It should be time to
For
feel this in
example,
the future.
At this point, a lot of things typically end with regret and tragedy. Regardless, if you can get away unscathed, you're the winner. Also, wishing health, happiness, joy to the second group of friends. The people you meet are better than the last. You will definitely find the best one for yourself. Bye-bye. Okay, the above is my life report. Hello? Check your situation. This group has a bit of a boiled frog in warm water feeling. So you two are separated now, right? So it seems to be an old person. This script is about you and him, whether you were together in the past or have separated now. Each of us' own projects or development are pretty good, and we're happy and joyful when we're together. But if you're not in contact or have no actions that turn into a very hot connection, that's something different. Well, there's a bit of a mismatch in demand between you and him. It's just that what he wants, you can't give, and what you want, he can't give either. It's this kind of in between the two people. It feels like we've built a rather thick wall, but in fact, both of you are holding a lot of hope for this relationship. You originally wanted to make it till the end with such a thought in mind. You think I can't give you what you want, or that I don't have the ability to give yet, but I'm passionate and I wouldn't abandon everything I have now because of you. It's like when the money is not enough or the water is not filled, it's like this feeling, of course it can't be said. Does liking something necessarily mean giving up something else? We must remember that our own path is the most important. If it's indeed stuck due to reality, sometimes taking the long road is a shortcut. Let's split up for now and persist. There is no need to say that the two people must be forced together at an inappropriate time. It's just that passion, mystery, allure, they get easily exhausted in these trivialities, and then there's nothing left for the future. Good. Go get when there's an opportunity. Thank you. Honestly speaking, what about your relationship? Right at the beginning or in the middle, when the two of you are very happy. Actually, I've kind of forgotten the original idea. Perhaps there was another idea at the beginning, and then when it comes to the middle, or starts talking about the middle, it changes. Try to switch your mindset. It's this kind of change that seems to make your previous preparations useless. And then, if you want to do this, you'll obviously have to start over. If one person is having a hard time, you've just got through it. But if two people are suffering, they'll feel sad for each other. It's not that the two of you are insincere or untruthful. The love you have for each other is genuine and passionate. Stuck in a not so good feeling. Neither side is prepared. This relationship hasn't reached a point where it needs to be repaired yet, but there is hope for the future. Honestly, you two won't forget each other for quite a while. For a long time, you should not forget each other. I bless you. It's just that at that moment, neither of the two had a good foundation to push this relationship forward. Like the first group, they have to go through something big to have a good result. So I think your group is quite good because it's a bit like the first group. Knowing this place and then being born on your side, it means waiting for a good opportunity or giving you a chance to pass. It's precisely to allow you to become better before coming. If you still want to continue with this old person, if you have such a thought, I think there is a great chance that you are still very good and have a chance for the future. So there is a lot of prospects to be together. Just need to maintain a relatively positive attitude towards the future, okay? Well, just do your best. This is the third group's program. I hope you are healthy, happy, and bye-bye.